In the assembly elections, it was a tight fight. The BJP not even reaching 100 seats. So what's happening on the ground now? How satisfied are the people of Gujarat with the performance of the Vijay Rupani government? Responses coming up on your screen right now. 43% say they are satisfied with the Rupani government. 27% say they're dissatisfied. 26% say they're average. So about 1/5 think the government's been average, but the number of people who are satisfied is fairly high. Unlike, say, Rajasthan, there is no immediate cause for concern. By and large, the government seems to be doing okay. Let's come now to the next response on who do people want as the next Chief Minister of Gujarat. Coming up on your screen now, responses to the question about who people would like to see as the next Chief Minister. Vijay Rupani at 48%. This is interesting because that means here's a leader who much wasn't known about before he became Chief Minister across the state, but his own personal popularity is about 5% more than that of the BJP, which means he's done okay for himself. He's done better than Anandiben Patel, and therefore he hasn't proven to be a bad choice. He comes from a very small community. Despite that, he's now built some pan-state image. Shakti Singh Gohil, the Congress's man in Gujarat, way behind. He's not even in the race, coming in at only 11%. Bharat Singh Solanki also from the Congress coming in at 6%. Hardik Patel coming in only at 3%. Now that is interesting. Only 3% of people in the state of Gujarat want Hardik Patel as next Chief Minister. What's visible from this data, Rajdeep, is that the BJP seems to have consolidated. Unlike what happened in the assembly elections, the current government seems to be reasonably well placed.
I think that's a fair way to look at it. I think the elections of 2017 that took place amidst turbulence, amidst growing anti-incumbency, the partidar agitation in particular. Because according to me, that in a sense, and the sense of farmer unrest, did destabilize the BJP. Since then, in a Lok Sabha election, this is the state where Mr. Modi will be the factor. I mean, it would be interesting to see how the partidar agitation, for example, is seen today. Take a look at the numbers of the partidar agitation. Remember, the partidar agitation was what cost the BJP in a sense in 2017. But when we look at how is the partidar agitation seen today, these are the numbers. 34% said yes, they support the partidar agitation of a Hardik Patel. 34%, that's just over 1 in every 3. 44% don't. So this is an issue which has split Gujarat wide open, and that in a sense reflects perhaps the dilemma that is faced by the opposition in Gujarat. Don't know is 22. How do you challenge Mr. Modi on his home turf if you find that issues like the partidar agitation split the state wide open? And if you look at the other big graphic, Rahul, which is of course the Prime Minister's popularity, take a look at central government's performance in Gujarat. Remember, this is the Prime Minister's home state, so you would expect a strong performance or strong rating for the Prime Minister, and that's what's happening. Satisfied is 52%, which I think is well above the average, which is around 45%. So satisfaction levels above the halfway mark. Dissatisfied 22%, can't say, don't know is about, or average is 23%. So in a sense, the Modi government does reasonably well at the central level. The Chief Minister is not an unpopular Chief Minister. He's seen as someone who's a decent guy at the end of the day. And if you take a look at Mr. Modi himself, take a look at how Mr. Modi rates in this state. Who's your preferred choice for PM? This is where Mr. Modi would play his cards in 2019 in a state like Gujarat. In comparison to the assembly elections, 61% say that he is their preferred choice versus 28% for Rahul. No surprise. But therefore, Rahul, I think you will find a very different election in 2019 to what we saw in 2017, more closely contested at a state level, at a central level, advantage
So,
BJP.
Yogendra Yadav, is it then fair to say that the BJP has been able to contain whatever damage they had to suffer during the assembly elections, that they've now managed to bring things back to square one, where they're still ahead, the Congress is behind them, the turbulence of the assembly election is now way behind them?
Rahul, from the data, it's quite clear that BJP has actually improved its situation since that very, very narrow victory of the assembly election. The point we need to, and this could be for two reasons. One, because this is Prime Minister's home state, his popularity level is understandably very high. Also because Congress, as expected, has just disappeared after the election. There is no Congress on the street anymore. So both these things have made a difference. What we need to remember, however, are two things. One, that Gujarat is currently going through a very serious drought, which the country hasn't paid attention to. That may have its fallout in the coming months. Second, please remember, BJP controls every single seat from Gujarat. And in order to retain that kind of performance, they really need to do even better than what they seem to be doing right now. With those two qualifications, I agree with what you said.
That's a good point. GVL Narasimha Rao, in all these states, you virtually maxed out. This is like the North Indian states. Your stock can only go down. How do you beat 26 out of 26? To that extent, if you replicated 2017 assembly, Congress would have won about a dozen Lok Sabha seats. That should worry you.
No, I think the manner in which the assembly election campaign ran, the manner in which Prime Minister pulled off on his personal popularity, a lot of vote for the party, it was evident in his own election, it will be a no contest.
How do you beat 26 out of 26?
We can't do better. That's certainly that I'm a little disappointed. I can't improve from 26, but we will retain 26.
No, but Pawan Khera, from the Congress's perspective,
Congress is nowhere.
The assembly election was tight. This data suggests it's back to the way Gujarat usually is. BJP way in front, Congress struggling to catch up.
Rahul, I remember data coming in before the last election, assembly election, and we were written off by most psephologists. I remember that very clearly because I had participated
Not by our
at the
poll,
receiving
our
end
poll
of a
was
lot of
bang
debates.
on.
Now, the kind of money spent on the sound and light show called the Modi government, the fact that Modi belongs to Gujarat, he should have got 90% here. The fact that he still no, I am sure about what I am talking.
When did Indira Gandhi get 90% in Uttar Pradesh?
When did Indira Gandhi spend the kind of money you spent on the sound and light show about yourself?
Nothing.
There was no
This is
live
your
PSC.
propaganda.
It's all about
Gandhi
I, me,
was
myself.
involved. So that's a rhetorical question.
This government is all about propaganda. I agree with you.
No,
Yes,
sir, can I show now?
You cannot fight us, therefore you have to indulge in
when it
propaganda.
comes to data about popularity of Mr. Modi, it's a huge question mark. He should have done much better the kind of money.
61% he thinks is
the
less.
kind of money you are
60.
spending.
Tell me,
One second.
The kind of
when
crores
did
you are
any
spending.
Prime Minister get?
Please,
I think all
when
your
did any Prime Minister spend this
lost
kind
their
of
own
money?
home
No, but
state.
Pawan
All the
Khera,
Prime Ministers
that's a
come
bizarre
together.
argument.
No, I'll
Modi
tell
is
you,
spending
Rajdeep,
much more.
Prime Minister Mr.
It's
Modi
all about
is a
events.
Prime Minister
It's
who
all about
won.
optics.
No,
It's
but
all
one
about
second.
drama.
Okay,
It's
okay,
all
one
about
second.
There's too much of
visibility.
noise in the stock market. There's too much of it.
One
Rahul,
second.
cool
The
it down.
traders are making too much
Most
noise.
Prime Ministers
This is-
lost their
okay.
home states.
No
GVL,
Prime
GVL.
Minister spent this kind
No,
of money.
Minister,
okay.
not
No
only
Prime
one
Minister
Minister.
spent
One
this kind of
Divide
money.
every other state to the
No
BJP.
Prime Minister
Okay,
spends
guys.
this kind of money on
One
himself.
second.
Okay,
Gentlemen. This is a bit of a bizarre argument. The Congress leader saying we are being beaten, but he should have been beating us with a bigger margin. I mean, whether
No,
you're
that's not,
losing
that's
or
not
winning
fair.
is the
That's
point.
not fair.
But you're being
We're
beaten by a
absolutely
big
clear.
margin.
We know how much of a sweat we caused him during
You
the
did,
Gujarat
absolutely.
election. You wait and watch.
No,
you
no,
wait and
no,
watch.
not there.
Okay,
Rahul, very
it will-
quickly.
very
It will be
quickly.
there more victory next time.
I've been
You
working
wait and
very
watch.
hard with the graphics team on putting some interesting data together. We've compared the relative level of popularity of the Prime Minister across states. Can I present that data, please? So, when the same question was asked in different states, where is the Prime Minister most popular? No surprises, it is in Gujarat. 61% of the respondents in the state of Gujarat say they want Narendra Modi as Prime Minister once more. Then there is Chhattisgarh at 59%. There's Uttarakhand and Rajasthan at 57%. There's Madhya Pradesh at 56%. It's in Maharashtra that the Prime Minister is at 47%. But in Gujarat, in his own state, the Prime Minister is sitting at 61%. Can I just play the same data out for Rahul Gandhi? Which are the states where Rahul Gandhi is popular? Remember, it's in Andhra Pradesh where his popularity was actually more than that of Narendra Modi. It's the only state we've seen so far where Rahul Gandhi seems to be ahead of Narendra Modi. Coming in at number 2 is Karnataka, where he's sitting at a popularity of about 42%, Telangana at 39%, Madhya Pradesh at 36%, Rajasthan at 35%, and Maharashtra at 31%. So in Gujarat, 61% shows the Prime Minister Modi more popular in his home state than he is in any other part of the country, Rajdeep.
Let's very quickly, therefore, 15 seconds, Pradeep Gupta, can we say, therefore, Gujarat is the one state where being the Prime Minister and coming from Gujarat gives the Prime Minister a huge advantage in a Lok Sabha election, but still difficult to replicate 26 out of 26?
Yeah, I mean 26 out of 26 seems difficult looking the numbers in details, But yes, clearly it is a matter of Gujarat Asmita, which clearly can be seen.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.